Alright, what's going on everyone? First off, this is not a super competitive deck. It exists, it's a thing, it's like a tier 4 deck or something, but it's an artifact deck, and as someone who's named affinity for MTG, I just feel legally obligated to play these decks. What does it do? This is Synthesizer. It's an artifact deck that makes a whole bunch of giant artifact tokens. So this costs 3. It scry 2s when it enters, which is going to be important. Whenever another artifact with mana value 3 or greater, so we have to play big artifacts, when it enters, we make a construct, basically a 0/0 that's going to get +1/+1 for each artifact we control. So the idea is we want to play this, and then we want to play big artifacts that make all of these big constructs. We also have this, which for 4 mana, can I see it? Can I see it if I right click? There it is. For 4 mana, we make a gnome that's basically the same thing. It has power and toughness equal to our artifacts. And then at the beginning of our upkeep, we can tap 5 artifacts, which it doesn't look like it, but we do have a lot of stuff like this. That kind of sits on the battlefield but doesn't do anything. So we just tap all this stuff. And we can flip this into a land that taps for 1 white. And if we use this land to cast an artifact or a creature, it's going to make another gnome. So it makes a gnome every turn. This can make a construct every turn. And the rest of the deck it's kind of divided between 2 things, and that's ramp and control. We have this. It doesn't technically ramp us, but it finds us a basic land, so make sure we hit our land drops. In the late game, we can pay 7, craft it into an artifact that makes 2 1/1s, and pumps over creatures. This is basically just a mana rock, 2 mana add 1. We're usually casting this to try to get 2 board wipes against aggro, but you can reanimate stuff from the graveyard if that's relevant. We have this, we're looking at ramp by the way. This is a 3 mana 2/4 that when it enters is going to make a tapped Power Stone token, and this will trigger this and make a thing, a big construct. But it's a 3 mana 2/4, gets us a Power Stone token, lets us cast a board wipe on turn 4, which is important against red aggro. And then our other ramper is the Might Stone and Weak Stone. And when it enters, we can either draw 2 or give something -5/-5. And then once it's on the battlefield, it can tap for 2 for artifacts. Then in terms of the controlling stuff, we have Get Lost to blow stuff up. We have Glass Casket, which gets small stuff, but it's an artifact that sits on the battlefield. This is an artifact that sits on the battlefield. It has flash, and it deals 5 damage to a tapped creature, so generally an attacking creature. We have a counter spell. We have this card, which can tap down a creature every turn. It's 3 mana, gets 3 nets, and then it can remove those to tap a creature down, and that's going to make a construct. We have this Unstable Glyph Bridge for 5 mana. We're going to choose for each player a small creature that they get to keep, but then it blows everything else up. And then it can craft into a 5/3 with flying that can stop the opponent from attacking if they play a spell, and can stop the opponent from playing spells if they attack. We also have Sunfall, which is a board wipe that makes an artifact token, so it'll get pumped by this, for example. And then we have Cityscape Leveler, which is just a big top-end thing because of all the ramp. And we have ramp here, this finds us lands, this makes a Power Stone, this taps for 2, so it's not hard to get to 8 for this, which is going to destroy something every single turn. When we play it, it destroys a non-land permanent. When it attacks, it destroys a non-land permanent, and it can be unearthed. And all of this stuff up here is going to make these constructs, am I using an obscure term? Constructs are constructs with this ability. Anyway, the point is, we're just trying to make artifacts and smash face with these giant constructs. I'm required to play this. So let's try it. Okay. Oh my god, we got 2 synthesizers. I think we win. I mean, all this deck needs is Synthesizer, and we just feel like we're unstoppable. And we're going first, and we have a removal spell for aggro. So maybe this is pretty good. Seems good. Our lands entering tapped is awkward if we're playing against aggro. White, but nothing. Okay, so we're just going to play this. So we Synthesizer, then we Synthesizer. Then we can scry 4 total. Oh my god, it's the same deck? There's no way. That's kind of crazy. That's very improbable. But okay. Well, I got the Synthesizer first. I would like 1 more land, I guess. So I guess I'll keep the land. The next turn we play Synthesizer. Oh my god, this is so weird. People don't even play this card. I love this card. I put it in the Ancient Discovery starter deck because I like it so much. But most people don't play it. I like it. But, yeah, so this is just weird. Probably this, yeah. And we might just play this draw. Draw 2. We're making 2 constructs. They are gonna have the glyph bridge themselves, though, so that's a problem. Beza, okay. That's not what I expected. Well, we can play this. We can give -5/-5 here. Get 2 more of these. And attack for 6. Down to 18. So they could play the board wipe. They could play the glyph bridge. They've got 5 mana. Oh, no witnesses. That's not what I expected. Fortunately, all those constructs were free, so we just make more of them, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna play this for no value and get a thing. We still get a counter spell up too. I'm gonna get 2 of these. We get 2 7/7s, so worth it. So we can counter a spell here or draw if they don't play anything threatening. And we potentially have lethal. I'm gonna counter this. Great. And then, yep, nice. Yeah, could we have lethal there? Maybe, I don't know. I have to look. But that's what the deck's doing when it works. That's what happens when you have Synthesizer. Synthesizer is insane. The problem with this deck is when you don't draw Synthesizer, it feels pretty bad. So it's easy. We're just going to draw 2 Synthesizers every game. How hard can that be? Here we go, ready? No Synthesizers, but you got this. Opponent goes first. I think we'll try it. Blue. Interesting. This, by the way, makes tokens, can sacrifice tokens to draw. Mixed treasures, which are artifacts. Things that we like. I don't need to cast this. I think well, this is probably the blue tempo deck. They're not going to do anything turn 2, are they? I think I want to hold up the counter spell. Impulse. Guess that's fine. But I'm guessing this is Hadesian and whatnot. Sure. Yeah, they're just not going to cast anything. That's expected. Let's try to play this Thran Spider. Will it resolve? It does not. Fortunately, that's not the most important thing in my hand. We do need a land now to play this. And we don't draw it, and we got all of our creature removal. Well, we'll try this. We need a... And it tapped... Oh my god, it tapped wrong. It needed to tap a colorless, so I'd have blue and white for the counter spell. It left me a colorless land. Great, thanks for that, Arena. That's really what I wanted, was 1 colorless land. Really glad for that. But that's my fault for not manually tapping and not paying attention. So we should have a counter spell here. Looks like it's not going to matter. Opponent's not going to do anything. Yeah, it's fine. Glass Casket will remove Hadesian. We'll play this. Have it countered. Phantom Interference. Yep. Well, let's please tap. Is that what we want to tap? I think so. Play this. Counter. I will counter your counter. Okay. Really don't want me to get that land. It's kind of okay. I mean, they're using all their counters. They're not going to be able to protect their Hadesian if they're blowing their counters on stuff like this. So I guess I'm okay with that. We'll make a fish now. Okay, makes a 2/2, sure. Is it worth killing that? Actually, I'm going to kill it. It's not worth killing this at all. But I'm going to. That's fine. I feel like they're using their removal on weird stuff, but it's kind of okay. I will just take this. Land with a Surveil. That I'll keep. And I guess we're just passing. We have a blocker now with the Anchorage. Hadesian. There it is. That's what I've been expecting. So, animate. Do you have like a bounce spell or something? Block. Sure. My turn. Okay, so... How many counter spells can they have? I guess we try this. It resolves, so they don't have anything. And so we'll just play this then in that case. Alright. Make a 4/4. Probably a bounce spell. I would be... yeah, run his Vortex. That's fine. That's a 5/5. It'll get swept up. And it does get killed by this. What's the ward? 2. So maybe I wait. Investigate. That's fine. Alright, let's play this. Target this. Auto pay. Alright, that's dead. We don't have 5 artifacts, unfortunately. So I think I want to animate these in attack to get the tokens. Do I want to do both of them? Yeah, I think so. Get both of these up. Sure, draw. So I'm going to be able to flip the Thousand Moon smithy. We also have 7 mana, so we can flip this as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we can flip this. Get a couple gnomes and stuff. Yep, nice. So that showed, I guess, the controlling aspect of this deck, right? We just went toe-to-toe. I mean, that was a tempo deck, but we played a more controlling game plan against a tempo deck, right? We're controlling, we are rampy, and we have big stuff. We got the synthesizer. We go first. Very good. Play this tapped. Play a white land next turn. Opponent's playing the Orzhov mid-range thing. I guess I'll... yeah. I think if I can get synthesizer, we'll be fine. I think just delaying them a little bit here. We play this, we scry. We're guaranteed to get this, which gives us a power stone. We can try to find a land with this, which is good. Oh. Oh yeah, no, this deck does play this. That's right. Okay, so it's going to be more of a race. So all we care about here is a land. We don't have a land. I'm going to put them both on bottom. We already have a bricks to find another land. So this is going to make a construct, right? The Thran Spider, which is going to give us a Power Stone token. So if we draw a land, we can play this like Cleric. Wow, Tribal Clerics. That's a bummer, but it's fine. We'll play this. We will get a Power Stone. We'll get a construct. It's a 5/5. So I think we can raise. We have a removal spell if this gets too big. Wow, it's actually clerics. Cool. That's interesting. Go for the throat. To put the counters. What? My stuff's artifacts. So, well, okay. That's another cool thing about this. The most played removal spell in standard is go for the throat, and all of our stuff is artifacts. It doesn't get touched by it. That was not a full game, but I think it still shows the power of Synthesizer. Every time I draw Synthesizer, I feel kind of unstoppable. And every time I don't draw Synthesizer, I'm like, uh-oh, oh my god, we have the Synthesizer. We're fine. We're fine. I mean, we don't have any 3-cost artifacts, but we're probably fine. I'm gonna play this turn 1. Is this blue tempo again? Might be. Nope, it's blue-white. It is still tempo, though. Alright, we'll get a blue land. Probably play Glass Casket on that thing. Yeah, it's fine. I'd rather, you know, get rid of stuff, trade 1 for 1 while I can before they have their counter spells and stuff. What is this? When it enters or dies, draw, discard, or shuffle stuff from your graveyard into your library. Weird. Well, we're going to play Synthesizer, and we're going to scry for a 3-drop artifact. Board wipe's fine. I can't play it next turn, though. So do I keep it? I don't think so. Well, maybe. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it. It's fine. It's fine. We're not going to do anything relevant next turn, but it'll be okay. Sure. Draw this. I'm going to play this. What did I put on bottom? Land? That's okay. We'll crack this. We're going to get a white land. Awesome. End the turn. We can make a fish. Yep. Pass. Take 1. Make a fish. Draw a land. Okay, let's attack for 1. So it's probably just hold up, counter spell, make a fish. I think I'm fine with that. I mean, this doesn't do anything. This doesn't do much. I mean, it draws, I guess. But it's not ramping us into anything. This is not something I want to spend on this thing. 3 steps ahead. I can counter it. I'm going to do that. If they're desperate enough to spend a counter spell filtering, then I don't want them to filter. Normally, I don't like to counter card draw and filtering and stuff because I'd rather counter the big threats, but in that case, that's fine. I think I'm going to sacrifice this fish and draw. Let's do this. Draw. Nope. And nope. None of this is what I want. I guess. Do I try to draw 2? They aren't doing anything. And I have a board wipe. Let's just play this draw 2. It might not. Oh, it does resolve. Nice. Alright, draw 2. Make a big construct. Get another board wipe. Sure. So I have 2 board wipes, a removal spell, and a bunch of lands. That's weird. I guess. Oh, they probably just want to draw, right? I'll take the 1. When it dies, they draw and discard. And I think they're desperate. The fact that they spent a counter spell to try to dig for stuff. This looks like a combo deck too. They got Hulking Metamorph. Actually don't know what this deck does. Oh, okay. This is the insta-win. Yeah, this kills you. It one-shots you, basically. Can they do it right now? Oh, they do kill me right now. Alright, well, good enough. There. Well, that's a way we can lose with this deck, I guess, is we kind of flooded out, couldn't do much, and then we lose to a combo. Unexpected. I mean, Hulking Metamorph is always played in combo decks, but I wasn't paying attention, I'm going to be honest. Well, we drew Synthesizer and lost, so there goes that theory. Oh my god, I'm so good at drawing it. And we can get a land if we don't draw our third land, so I guess that's fine. Alright, tap land. Sir Ginger could be an artifact deck. There is a Celestia one still, with Sir Ginger and a bunch of counter synergies and stuff. It's an old deck, but I think it's still playable. Okay, Golgari. Well, we'll play the bricks. We'll get a plains. Next turn, we get Synthesizer, which is going to scry to try to find more 3-drops, probably. Deep Cavern Bats. Well, there goes my Synthesizer. We do have Get Lost. We have Sunfall as well. But it does delay me a turn. So they can take the Get Lost and it's basically gone permanently. Or they can try to delay me as they did. I mean, I can kill it now, but I think they just play another one probably. So I think I'm just going to pass. And we'll see if they... I mean, if they play another one, there's not much I can do about it. Crystal Grotto. Interesting. Alright, they attack. Well, we're going to do the obvious thing of getting our Synthesizer back. Royal Treatment. Interesting. Okay. We don't get it back now. We still have a board wipe and stuff. It's fine. If we draw a land, we can play this. Never mind. They have another one. Okay. They take the board wipe. Oh, but we just draw another Synthesizer. Easy. Just draw it off the top. No big deal here. I want both of these. And in this order. Yeah, I think this is fine. Remember with these, they're legendary. But if we draw a second one, we still just get the gnome, right? How do we look at it? It's different depending on which... It's middle mouse on some screens, right click on others. But yeah, like we could pay for... It's broken. We can pay for, get one of these, then play another one, get another one of these, and then sacrifice one of them. Like, that's fine. Yep, down to 17. So, just gonna play this. It makes a gnome and a construct, right? So there are 5 5s. Next turn we play another one, get to sacrifice one, that's okay. I could play clay-fired bricks, get a plains, then play this. And save this, which could be fine, because then I'm going to have 5 artifacts that I can tap to flip this. Let's just do this. Sure. Down to 14, they go to 28. Okay, fine. Yeah, I kind of like playing this. Getting a plains. Playing the plains, playing this, getting another construct. And then attacking for 7. Sure. I think on their combat, I tap the 1/1, not the 2/2. I'm not worried about my life total. And if I tap the 1/1, I get the Synthesizer back if they block with it. I don't think they're going to attack, but they might. They could have like a board wipe or something. Haywire Might, that is really sucky. That is super duper sucky. We'll
tap one of these. So Haywire Might can destroy my Synthesizer.
They attack. Okay. So it's 1 green, exile target, non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. So I can do this and then play this. They should kill my synthesizer in response. So that shows you how we can tap a bunch of stuff that isn't relevant, right? Like tapping 5 artifacts sounds bad. I mean, it doesn't impact us at all. And I guess technically we can't tap something down this turn, but that's okay. Yep. Destroys the synthesizer, gains 2. This enters, makes a gnome. We attack for 16. Down to 11. We don't tap 5 artifacts because there's no point. We only get to keep 1 land. But we use this land to cast this, which makes a gnome and a... Oh no, we lost the synthesizer, but it makes a gnome. Attacks for 2. Down to 12. They go to 17. Well, that's pretty good. We're not going to do this. We're going to tap this. We're going to play this. We're going to give -5, we're going to go for the kill instead of trying to get the synthesizer back. We're going to... We should play this for the extra power. And then attack for like 36. Attack for 36. Just casually attack for 36. Just a casual... I mean, they're tapped out. No mana. So I think they're dead. They're gonna rope me, aren't they? And they have 2 timeouts. Oh god, I'm gonna be here for so long. They ran through all of their timeouts. We technically didn't win with synthesizer on the battlefield, so hey, that's something, right? But there we go. Just a casual attack for 36. And against a roper. I mean, that's... Yeah, it feels pretty good. Alright, so do I recommend this deck? And the answer is absolutely yes, if you can draw synthesizer every game. Which, did we draw it every game? We were close. How many games did I play? 4 or 5? I don't know. But we were pretty good at drawing it. This is the type of card that, you know, if you get to it, like, it feels unstoppable. But that's the deck. Thanks for watching, everyone. And I will see you in the next one.